Know that, I preach that. Alright, let's go up to the cross. I gotta get that. Alright. Here's the cross that we attempted to go up to. How high is this, David?
It is a 62-foot cross.
And it's lit up in the night. And you can see it for miles and miles and miles on top of the mountain. This is actually the top of the mountain, isn't it, David?
Yeah.
The mountain peak. Yeah.
This cross can be seen for miles around. Alright, we do something called a prayer walk to, it's basically an exorcism of the mountain to flush out the negative energies, dark spirits and anything. And because each summer, you get a bunch of kids who come up here, and easily probably a third of them have a messed up life that nobody knows about, and all that baggage they bring with them, they leave here, which is good because they leave feeling cleansed and tighter with God. And in our training, we do what's called a prayer walk, and we try to get rid of that out. Something that I was attacked pretty bad during the spirit walk, but I endured through it. And there was a few people here other than me who have a very high level of discernment. But the huge difference between us is I understand it, so I'm not afraid of it. And they're still kind of new to it.
Yeah, that's because we do what we do, David. That's why.
So they had a real tough time dealing it out. They were frightened, yet at the same time they were holding strong in God for a shield, and to try to pray to God to help drive these things off. And it was really, really intense. And we walked around with blessing oil to try to bless all the buildings and do whatever we could, because we went to every building here at Jumonville to bless the doors, windowsills.
Yeah, to keep the evil out.
Yeah, pray over them.
To cleanse them.
Yeah. And it took many hours for our group to...
Yeah, because of the different energies coming in, even kids from New York City and the Bronx, and from different parts of the world. You don't know what they're bringing with you.
We got people from Korea who come here.
Yeah.
Jumonville's pretty known.
Yeah, obviously, in this little dinky town, or redneck town, you might say.
In my spirit walk, I've seen soldiers walking around dressed up in like the old George Washington
colonial
type, yeah, because the French and Indian War was fought out here too.
Yeah.
And there's so much history here. And
oh yeah, the Civil War was fought here. You got Fort Necessity up on 40, which George Washington...
Yeah, there's a good bit of blood in this ground.
Yeah, there is.
So I saw soldiers, I've seen Indians in the hiking trails, which...
That was awesome, I bet.
It was awesome because at first I could sense them. They were aware of me, and they didn't know if they're real keen. They were in sight, and they were trying to get a feel for me to see if I'm there to screw with anything or if I'm just visiting by.
You haven't found no Indian heads?
No.
No Indian heads?
No.
All right. There it is. That moon is so pretty when it's full. Yeah. I begin here.
This is the giant cross of Christ.
Close up here. It's so humid here. You can see I can't even get it up on the... Yeah. Okay, how is it? Our little picnic.
This is great.
Say it again.
This is great.
Say it again.
Take one steak and cut it up.
This is great.
What?
Take one steak and cut it up. Or...
No, Why? I cut a piece off of yours because you said you didn't want to eat a whole one. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. This is our little picnic. It don't take much to have a little picnic, does it, David?
Nope, not at all.
Why don't you eat those?
Spray some Clorox to make lettering.
Oh, he's explaining how he made that shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you bought that.
I made it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I wrote on the back, "Live in the light of Christ." And
Huh.
that's
2010.
fun.
Okay, we're taking David home. We had our steak picnic.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right.